You really had every moment of this Nike story pinned. And now in the early days of the Elliott Hill tenure, what do you make of this? I mean, Matt knows I love the 90s, so the fact that you can't get rid of the Air Force Ones is a little surprising to me. It looks like it's a little surprising to the investors,
those shoes rule.
I thought so, too.
Yeah.
Air Force Ones? So there are three real franchises within Nike's portfolio that took off in the last 5 years, to the point where there were too many of them, right? So that's the Air Force One, that's the Dunk, and that's the Air Jordan 1. So those three are they're considered lifestyle shoes, right? You can't actually perform in them on the court or the field or wherever you want to. You can't run in those Air Force One. I mean, they used to be once upon a time, but now they're considered lifestyle shoes. Nike got away from the performance shoes that really drove its business for so long. That's, running shoes. They lost a lot of the running market to a bunch of upstart brands, and now here we are.
What I wonder, and have been wondering, what morale is like at this company. I mean, the new CEO seems to be firing everybody, at least like top managers are all out, right? And he says that the company has its identity back, but do you think workers feel that way too? Well,
so the previous CEO, when he was out, that day we had a story about people were popping champagne at their Prosecco at their desks and cheering out loud just in the office at Nike headquarters in Oregon when they replaced the CEO. This new guy, he was an intern there, Elliott Hill. He spent decades rising through the ranks. People really do love him within the company. There haven't been layoffs of line staff. It's all been just the top executives, C-suite management team level. So good. They seem to still be behind him, yes. Nice. It's only been like 6 months, right?
To the point on identity also, I mean, what about consumers? He's trying to fix retail partnerships. He's trying to fix celebrity engagements. Is he succeeding at creating the new Nike as he's doing all this?
Yeah, so he's trying to realign Nike around sports, and that's a weird thing to say when you would think
sports and influencer underwear, apparently.
Yes,
right?
and the deal with Skims, that deal was signed a few years ago under the previous CEO, so he's inherited that, and that's really going to be focused on they're going to try to focus it on fitness and that kind of not fully lifestyle, but still some fitness stuff. Yes. So moving forward, we're talking that Super Bowl ad that they had. That was the first in decades that Nike's ran a Super Bowl ad. I also ran into Elliott Hill, the new CEO, around the Super Bowl in New Orleans. He was there in person to meet athletes. He went to the NBA All-Star Weekend to meet athletes as well and promote the new shoes that are coming out. So he's trying to get Nike back into that sports sphere.
So very cool. So basically they have a CEO that the employees are finally happy to see in charge. They're going to focus on sports again, and they're back to Super Bowl advertising. And from what I understand, the way that they sell these shoes is going to revert back to, getting on store shelves. There's going to be all Nike shoes lined up at Foot Locker, rather than, you have to wait to find them on StockX and pay $300 for some green fuzzy Grateful Dead Dunks.
Right. They cut a ton of retail partners. At one point it was about half. So they're trying to get back into those stores. When you give up all that shelf space, it gets replaced by other brands. So you walk into a Fleet Feet, that's a running store, and there's no Nikes there. Every single one of Nike's competitors is on the wall. So they're rebuilding these relationships with retailers. The best example is Foot Locker. It's Nike's biggest partner. They pulled back a lot of inventory from Foot Locker in recent years, but now they're partnering with Foot Locker on this whole basketball section that's going to be in a ton of stores, and rebuilding those relationships is going to be really key to this turnaround.